for me, there were two focus on beating PH team. There were two channels on fighting PH team. Because if you would look at their performance, they did not meet the expectations against certain regions. Like, for example, Evos losing to Farflux, but then having a hard time against Nip Flash, and then Onyx losing to See You Soon, which really led them to a very hard situation. So those kind of things, I believe that going to the MSC, there were two focus on we're gonna defeat PH, we're gonna win this MSC, to the point that they forgot that there's a step-by-step process that they need to do, and we cannot ever underestimate any region in global competition.
Right.
Even Myanmar, they can fight. Every region can fight. So for me, I think that was the biggest hurdle that they had in the MSC. That's why they were not able to go to the playoffs.
So you think, well, I mean, Indonesia, yeah, there were two tunnel vision on beating the PH team. So now, Coach Art, we would like to ask you, what do you think is the next step for ID teams here? What's the solution locally and also globally?
All right. Maybe let's talk about locally first, right? We know Onyx is dominating the local scene, right? For pit champions. And maybe some people are thinking, should we have new representatives for us to be better in the global stage? Maybe there's a point to it, but it would still goes down to, can these teams outperform Onyx in a playoff stage? Because what we see in the local scene of MP Lindo, we see the first season that Onyx champion, they were strong, but we still got close to them, right, when I was there. And then next season, they were dominant. They were dominant after that season. But third and fourth season, they actually had losses in regular season. But the problem is, other teams besides Onyx Indo, they cannot translate their regular season performance to playoffs. That's why the next question is, if you would look at playoffs, are teams besides Onyx Indo underperforming, or Onyx Indo is just overperforming during playoffs? I think that's a question that teams need to figure out in the local scene. Yeah.
That was a great point, right? I mean, I agree with you. I think it's not really an Onyx problem that MPLID is suffering, but it's an 8-team problem where all the other teams haven't been performing to actually meet Onyx level. Or like you said, they've just been so much better than the rest of the competition.